Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to edit the details, advanced details on the two search pages for advanced search and the email update sign up. So when you load these two pages, you're going to notice that down here you have some advanced fields. The core fields are the ones up here and the advanced fields are the ones down here. So when we have advanced fields, we want to, when we have a brand new IDX account, or even if you've had yours for years and you just never really knew that you could edit this video is going to go over how you can change these. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into your IDXBroker admin account and we're going to go to Designs and Pages, and we're going to start with the advanced search, and we're going to go over here to fields. Everything we do on the advanced search page you're going to have to redo on the email update sign up. So these are exactly the same. We're just going to start with advanced search and go to fields. Now we're going to have all the property types that your MLS has are going to show up here. Each one of these have their own set of advanced fields, so you're going to have to go through each one of these property types as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click on residential and then click on view settings. Now down here we have a couple of different things. You have your left side and your right side. You'll notice that one of them is yellow. That's the selected side. Over here we're going to have a list of available fields. They should be broken up into categories. And right above this, you're going to know there's an add to top or bottom. So whatever you click over here, and the plus symbol will show up at the top or the bottom of the row that is selected. You can jump to a category by clicking here. You can just jump right down to the external features if you want. And you can also search. So if you put in search right here, field, it will go to the field that you've searched if it is available. So what I first usually start out by doing is making sure these that are already added in here are correct. So let's delete that. So here we go. On the left side we have subdivision, school district, high school, middle school, elementary, amenities, exterior, and those are good fields. Fields I wouldn't want to put in here, for instance, are like flooring, because that might be a field that not many realtors fill in when they're adding a listing into the MLS. And if that field is not consistently used, then it will produce inconsistent results when the client is searching. So these look good. And square feet, acres, year built, new construction, waterfront, garage, pool, and pool type. These all look good too. So now what I want to check is, are the field types right? So subdivision is typically a list, and there's usually a lot of them. And because there's a lot, we don't want to have our clients have to scroll through when they can do a quick list, which is basically a predictive search. When they start typing in here, it will start typing in, it'll start pulling up the results that match what you're typing in, and people can also choose multiple ones pretty easy. School district, same thing. This is a pretty big field, so we'll go ahead and leave that as a quick list. High school, middle school, elementary are usually the same, although we typically want them in elementary, middle, and high. Amenities, again, another list. This is a pretty good list, but it's usually a visual list. People won't know what to type in here. Subdivision, if they're searching for a certain subdivision, they usually know the subdivision name, so they would type it in. Same with school district, school, and school. They know the name, so that makes sense. Amenities, they won't know what's in this field, so it's better to make it a list and then just expand it to make it big so they can see all a bunch of options at once. Exterior, same thing pretty much. If I look in here and I really don't see anything that I would want, yeah, I think that this is probably not a good field, because I don't know that this is always something that would get filled in, so we'll get rid of that. Then up here, square feet, acres. Now, square feet and acres are actually core fields. They should show up at the top almost always. But what we've done in the page settings for this is we've gone ahead and hidden them from up here, because up here they're a single field, like one long field, where down here they're a min to max field, and we like to offer the clients the ability to put in min to max. So, or only min or only max. That way they can fill these two fields out. So those are good. Year built should also be a min max field. New construction should be a yes no field. Waterfront yes no, garage yes no, pool yes no, and pool type should definitely be a list. Now the next question is, so let's save this as is. You want to save frequently and often, and you want to check your work, so come here and refresh. And you'll notice the amenities is now a list, and that looks good. So now what we want to do is we want to start up at the top of this list right here, and we want to add any additional fields. Now, we do not want to add fields like city, bedrooms, bathrooms. Those ones are already on the page up here. So they are not hidden, they're here. City, max price, min price, bedrooms, bathrooms. Those are already core fields, so you don't want to add a core field into here. These are 4 additional fields. So we'll go ahead and put in new construction's already in here. I'm going to put these at the bottom because I can delete them easily. Let's see what common amenities are. We'll put remarks in there. I'll show you why in a second. Street number, direction, name. So if people want to search by address while being on this page, they can. Or just by the street name. Maybe they know there's a house for sale on a certain name. You don't want the length and widths. These are not good categories. We already had amenities. Basement. Water frontage. I don't think we have that. And let's see what these are. If lakes and are a big deal in your area, then you want to add those. Water body name is a good one. People want to search by homes for sale on a certain lake. Investment property. Okay, so I've added them all to the bottom of this right side. So now what I'm going to do is one by one, I am going to look at these different fields. So for this one, common amenities, this looks like something that would go with a subdivision. So I'm going to bring it up here and leave it at that. So if somebody wants a subdivision, but they want a subdivision that's on a golf course, they can choose the golf course and get a golf course home. Remarks we're going to leave as a text field, and we're going to move it over here. That way people can search for different keywords in the remarks. Street number, street direction, street name, these are the order, 246 North West Street, whatever it might be. They might want to search by a certain street or a street name, direction, or whatever, so we leave those in here. Basement, this is probably a yes/no field. We'll test it out. Water frontage, we're looking for a certain amount of water frontage. Maybe they want 100 feet, 200. We'll go ahead and put that up here by the waterfront field. Outbuilding, so maybe some people want to know if this property has an outbuilding. So we don't need both of them since they're the same. We'll leave this one here. Maybe they want a house with a bathhouse or a shed or a studio, whatever. Lot description. I think this is probably not a, there are waterfront and water view in here. So, okay, we'll leave this in. We'll change that. Let's see. Yeah, this one probably no. Lake type. No. Water body name. This I'll leave. Investment property, no values. So this must be a yes or no. So we'll go ahead and put this over here as well. I'm going to move all these above remarks. And we will put lot description over here as well to even out the two. All right, let's save it. Let's come here, refresh. Okay, scroll down. We wanted to test the basement. So I'll hit yes on that and hit search. And we'll go ahead and click the first house. Let's see what it says about a basement. Walkout basement, good, so that's correct. So now let's hit the back button, go back to the search, and this time we'll hit yes on investment property and hit search. Just want to make sure that using a yes/no field is a good idea. So now we're going to look through here. Yep, it's rented, so it's definitely an investment property. Perfect. All right, so now I think I have all the investment fields that are the best fields for this MLS, and I'm going to send this over to the client. We do these first for you. Typically, we'll do these, something similar to this for your account, and then we're going to go through and save it, and then we're going to go to residential rental, and we're going to do the same thing for the rental fields. We're going to do residential for you to what we think is correct, but you're going to have to go in and do the rest of the fields here. That's what this video purpose is showing you, that after you go through each one of these property types, then you save the property type. I don't recommend using area. This is a real estate field. Realtors know the area IDs. People know the township or the city or whatever, so I wouldn't really use area in there in any of them, any of these property types, but you'll go through these different property types and add the appropriate fields in here. I don't always recommend more is better, but I don't think less is better in this case, because you want to be able to give people the ability to search with a lot of criteria, making sure that criteria is going to have solid information that people, the realtors, fill in the details for those fields. So you want to give them a good amount of information to search by, so that your site seems like it's more intuitive than Realtor.com and Trulia and Zillow and all of those other sites. So it's just like on the details pages, you want to have as much information as possible, because you want to look like the site that has the most information on any property. So it's no harm to give them as much as you can. So if you have any questions, we'd love to help you out too. Just let us know if you have questions about anything. Once you're done with the property types there, you're going to come to email update sign up and go to fields and redo all of these ones as well. I know this is a lot of work, but you know your MLS and you know your fields, so you're the best person to do this, and that's why we ask you to do it for us. Well, not for us, but we ask you to do it. So if you have any questions, though, we are happy to help out, and just remember, it's just a one-time thing. You might go through and check on it and update it down the road sometime, just to accommodate more clients, or maybe you find a field that's not working as well as you thought it would, but pretty much it's just a one-time thing. So I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, let us know. We're always available. support@yoursiteneedsme.com, and have a great day. Yeah, pero, yeah. Pull! Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ah.